Lauren, this report by the Pentagon highlights that corruption within China's military, the PLA, could hinder a goal to be a modernized fighting force by 2027. How big of a hindrance is corruption in the military?
So, the annual China Military Power Report, just to start, is a must read annual document. And so, if the Department of Defense has chosen to highlight an issue such as corruption or other personnel and organizational weaknesses, you know that it's something that we should be taking seriously. I think the message there is we can't guarantee that the rank and file within the People's Liberation Army will always be following Xi's orders as the PLA is structured today, right? If there's more corruption, there's higher likelihoods of sort of breaking from order and going against the grain, doing things that aren't maybe condoned by the commander in chief, or in this case, by Xi Jinping himself. It's particularly notable, I think, too, that it's the high level officials where there seem to be, or more senior officials where there seem to be issues of corruption. They are the ones that in any system really set the standard for those subordinates beneath them. And so if they are corrupt at that higher, more senior level, I think it increases the likelihood that corruption is pervasive and systemic across the PLA and could really effectively undermine the ability of the PLA as an organization, as an institution to operate when called upon to do so by Xi Jinping.
When it comes to that corruption and specifically a Taiwan operation, if that happens, how big of an obstacle is corruption going to be?
So, what the report does is it situates the effects of corruption alongside Xi Jinping's military modernization goals, which are these targets to build military capacities by 2027. It's not a deadline to take action against Taiwan. I just want to be very clear about that. But if we are now at this point where there's pervasive or rampant corruption within the PLA at the leadership level and potentially in the rank and file, it says to me that the PLA's ability to take any form of military action against Taiwan is going to be conditioned heavily upon the PLA's ability to overcome these institutional shortcomings. So, in other words, corruption could really impede the ability of the PLA to act in a unified way, whether it's towards Taiwan or, frankly, any other territorial issue that the PLA faces in the region or beyond.